All right, welcome to the Crown Crafted Music Series. This is a music series that is produced by One Kansas City Radio in partnership and sponsorship with the Mid-Continent Public Library. We are so happy that you're tuning in, and I am excited to announce that we are going to be experiencing some awesome music from Tim Reid Jr. Enjoy.
Ready? All right. Find love and you'll find the rest of me. Doubt's thick and it's getting tough to see. But if you look through it, it's a possibility. My phone keeps buzzing now. Why do all these people try to get a hold of me? Can't the wheeling public try to stop and see? All I wanna do is get down. But don't you come around unless you are prepared to take a deep breath, smile, as if the coming of us all together can be reality. But can we really see? Find love and you'll find the rest of me. Will the train be coming? We've been waiting on the platform for an hour or two. We're getting angry and I want to sue the souls who were responsible for putting all these strangers up into my atmosphere. But are we really here? Find love and you'll find the rest of me. Doubt's thick and it's getting tough to see. But if you look through it, love's a possibility. Oh, if we could all look through it, it's a love possibility. Oh, if you look through it, love is a possibility. All right. It's Blake Everhard on the bass. Really happy to have him with me today. My name's Tim Reid Jr. And I'm really happy to be here with 1KC Radio. And yeah, I'm just playing original music. So the next song is called Maybe. That was called Find Love. It was on a record that I released a long time ago. And this is a new one. It's called Maybe Maybelline. Maybe Maybelline, come on out and see me. But I heard your mama won't let you leave your house freely. Well, if you could find a room where you know we would be alone, I say get on up in there, and hey, don't forget your phone. You just call me, baby. Call me, baby. You gotta call me, baby. Come on, call me, baby. Maybe you call me right now. Maybe Maybelline, you will come on out and show me. But I heard your papa does not like it that you know me. Well, if you could find a way that the old man, well, he don't need to know. Just trust your instinct, and I bet you need your phone to call me, baby. Just pick up the phone. Come on, call me, baby. Just call me, baby. Maybe you could just call me. Just call me, baby. Just call me. We don't have to see each other in person, baby. You can call me. Just call me, baby. Maybelline, maybe you call me right now. This next tune, what's that? Yeah, that felt good. This guy's a pretty good bass player, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to play with you, Blake. All right, this next song is back. This is on this record that I made back in Santa Ana, California, in 2013. It's called Black Dress. People seem to like it. I hope you do too. Yeah, let's do this. I wandered into you unaware, halfway across the room. You caught my stare. Backstage was full of Joes. I don't care. That night you let me know I'd follow you anywhere you go. Come sit here next to me. You show no doubt I couldn't disagree. We'd just gone out. mind only clear shouts. Yes. La la no. The drama became thick as Johnny Cat and I indulged. Oh, it did surely kick my eyelids bulged. The heat began to hit, I must confess. My bottom lip I bit when you put on that black dress. 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 Okay, this next song is we just toggled back and forth. This is another new one I wrote about the same time that I wrote this other one, which was like during COVID. It was like a COVID. These are COVID creations. The last one was more kind of like specifically like that, but this is just a breakup song. It's a breakup song. That's what this is. Never know how something so bad could feel this good. How I always make you mad, I never understood. I never know the truth, girl, when I look in your eyes. It's about time to realize these highs have low lows. Last night it really felt like I was holding your heart. Daylight, it seems we're right back where we started. Oh, girl, what would happen only if we tried it? Instead, you leave me always saying, I don't know if you and I were meant to go together, but I can't help wanting to. Oh, I don't care, you call me anytime but the night I'm there. 'cause I got all this loving left to lose. So I don't know if you and I were meant to go together, but I can't help wanting you. Oh, I don't care. You call me any time of the night, I'm there. 'Cause I got so much loving left to lose to you. If you and I were meant to go together, but I can't help wanting to. I don't care, you call me any time of the night, I'm there. 'Cause I got so much loving left to lose. Oh, I don't know if you and I were meant to go together, but I can't help loving you. I don't care, you call me any time of the night, I'm there. 'Cause I got all this loving left to lose to you. I got loving left to lose, I lose to you. I got loving left to lose, I lose to you. Loving left to lose, I lose to you. Cause it feels good to be with you. Because it feels good to be with you. Because it feels good to be with you. Because it feels good. I never know how something so bad could feel this good. How I always make you mad, I never understood. Oh, I never know the truth, girl, when I look in your eyes. It's about time to realize these highs have lows. All right. Cool. All right. Nice. I think we're doing good. We're gonna go, he's gonna bring out his acoustic bass as I chomp my in the microphone. And the song is called Michelle. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm feeling like it's Friday afternoon. I'll have a blue moon puff, kick back as if I got nothing to do. The sun is creeping through the cracks above, and I am in love. Life can't knock me even with a heavy shove. It's true, I can live without you, but I don't live very well, far as I can tell. And all I can say is, Michelle, you might as well just live with me. Yesterday you did not know my name. Each day was the same. I was singing to myself, and yet you came. Oh, finding me was not so hard to do. Or did I find you in the process of loosening my shoes? It's true, I can live without you, but I don't live very well, as far as I can tell. And all I can say is, Michelle, you might as well just live with me. So if you are in the mood for me, just let your love free, and you'll find that we can live with a simplicity. I have not been known to bet, but if you just let love be love, I think you'll see we'll both be set. It's true, baby, I can live without you, but I don't live very well, as far as I can tell. And all I can say is, Michelle, you might as well just live with me. All I can say is, Michelle, you might as well just live with me. All I can say is, Michelle, you might as well just live with me. All I can say is, Michelle, you might as well live with me. One more with bass. I just want to say that Blake Eberhard is a great bass player, and I'm happy that he was able to do this with me today. Thanks for being here, man. This is great. The song's called "Smile Inside," and nope, it's called "Just a Crush." We're gonna do "Just a Crush." I think that's what I feel like doing instead. This is actually the earliest song that I've written that I still play. I wrote this when I was 18 years old, and I'm much older than that now. So yeah, I like that part about it. I get to like hang out with my 18-year-old self pretty often. All right. Do I believe that I am somewhere? Can I conceive that no one does care? Does there exist a place where I can just retreat to when the only place I want to be is near you? This may be just a crush. I never wanted this much, and I forget all of my worries when you look at me. I am young now, and you are older. You are young at heart, and I might be a bit colder, but I am not as immature as you might see me. I just can't help it with you is all I wanna be. This may be just a crush. I never expected so much, and I forget all of my troubles when you look at me. Is my dream within the realm of my reach? Do I seem over the earth or beneath? Come with me to a place I don't know. Could this be real or is it just part of the show? Give her a heart, everybody. So come with me on a journey. I wonder if in my life I will ever stop learning. Now I finally might begin to see a real me. I wonder if with you I'll find my destiny. This may be just a crush. Oh, I never imagined this much. And you can make me feel amazing when you look at me. When you look at me, baby, when you look at me, you set me free. When you look at me, before when you look at me. All right, thanks again, Blake, for being here. You are the man.
Okay, welcome to the interview portion of Crown Crafted. Again, this is a program that is produced by One Kansas City Radio in partnership and sponsorship with the Mid-Continent Public Library. And today you've been listening to Tim Reid. How are you?
I'm great. I feel really good.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. So we already heard the first part of the set, and we had Blake. Thank you so much to Blake that was here with us. We are enjoying all of this music in the library. This is the one thing, like I say every time, this is the one thing that you cannot do in a library is be loud, and we get to come in on Saturdays and be loud.
It's pretty cool.
So it's exciting. So Tim, how did you get into music?
I was raised outside of Cleveland, Ohio by two people. By my parents were they were involved in community theater when I was really young, and I have an older sister. She's 2 years older, and she also pursued the performing arts as a profession. And I'm sure it had a lot to do with the fact that we were little kids, and both my parents were they were in these shows. It's something they wanted to do together, and we didn't have babysitters or like a butler or anything, so like we went to we were always in the theater. And my mom's also a musician and a educator, and she taught piano lessons. So
You were born into it.
I was kind of born into it. It was, yeah.
That's awesome. I always like to ask this question because a lot of people are born into it. I think it's great when parents pass on their musical talents or, their love of music. But a lot of times, kids will be interested in music and then they don't know what to do after that because their parents don't know what to do or they're not involved. So, you gave some stories. I'm not going to ruin it for the second half of the show, but you did give us some stories about, pursuing music while you were in Chicago.
Sure.
And just kind of the balance between pursuing music and also, living your life, doing other things.
Right.
So was there ever any resources or anything that helped you just kind of stay connected to music while you were doing other things?
Right. Well, a lot of it a lot of it was from within, and so for those, and I worked with teenagers. I also worked with those studying, and here in Kansas City, by the way, I won't. I guess there's too many to mention everyone, but there's some really great education here in jazz, and you don't have to pay a lot of money to be able to go and receive a great education as a specifically in jazz, which is kind of my world. But
Absolutely.
it's amazing what the community colleges are doing in this area. So thumbs up to that. But then it's like, then what? And to have a certain standard of living. I was always, my mom is and was a music professional, but she was she always drilled into my head that like I needed to be prepared to have a real job, like a quote real job, because as an artist, it's just too risky, and you don't have all the security that you have from like a real job. But
medical insurance.
Right, exactly. Insurance was a big thing. Insurance was that's what my parents were really the most concerned about, and but I had a lot of support from them, and so from within. So what I would do in Chicago, I took every opportunity I could to make money, and because you have to. But while I was doing that, and I was in my early 20s living in Chicago, and I was fortunate to get a gig with this corporation that I started at like not enough money. I won't even say because it's like by today's standards, it's kind of like what. And at that time, I couldn't live on it, but I hustled and I got a full-time job in a relocation company.
Yeah.
But it was not what I wanted to do, and so I was fortunate to be able to stay with this company that expanded really rapidly while I was there. And every time I'd get bored, the CEO, the guy who became CEO, would take me out for a drink, and like he would sell me, great salesman. He would sell me, and I would come back the next day, and like it would be great. But during the middle of the day, I would always make sure that I played music because I had to keep it fresh. And then I was in Chicago, so like there's great music happening every night, and I was young, so I was able to like not sleep a lot. I don't know. That's what I did at that time.
And that's what I feel like that's the experience of a lot of musicians. And I know a lot of people out there, maybe you love music and you want to pursue it, but you have a regular job or you have to keep a day job. But just know that as long as you're connected to the music, you can eventually get to the point where you can do this and you can love it and you can continue with your passion. So I always like to ask that question. The other question that I have is, was there ever, and I know you mentioned it, he mentions this in the second half of the program, you would go to the library and use their resources there. And we are in a library. So if you could just elaborate a little bit on that.
Sure.
And how maybe libraries or reading or, just the environment of a library has helped you with your music.
That's cool. And I'd also say this I've got this weird weeping thing. I'm not sad. I feel like I have to say that, but I'm moved by the fact that it's so random that we're talking about libraries and I was even kind of somewhat lost getting here. I don't spend enough time in libraries, but the fact that that's very cool that these exist within our culture still. So in Chicago, this would have been in between 2002 and 2005, and I was working for the man, kind of thing, like doing the 9 to 5, which really felt like 8 to 6, and it wasn't what I wanted to do, but it was close enough to the Harold Washington Library, which in Chicago is on State Street, and it's big, it's very large, many floors. On the 8th floor of the Harold Washington Library, they had 6 practice rooms. With real pianos in them. So it's just like where I went to college, except the pianos aren't as nice. But it was free. You didn't have to pay any money. I think I needed the library card and my ID. And I would go there almost every day for lunch. And I would kind of skip lunch, but I would grab Arby's or something on the way back. And I would run there because I wanted to maximize my time. And I had an hour for lunch. And I would kind of push it. I was able to do that and bring my lunch back to my desk and eat after lunch break.
I think that's just amazing because I know libraries are an awesome resource, and these are just safe place for a lot of people. And I just want to encourage everyone to check out what resources are at your local library. The Mid-Continent Public Library System is amazing. There are a ton of locations, I think upwards of 25. I don't know the exact number because they have been opening up some new buildings and locations. However, it doesn't matter where you're at. Look for your resources. There are free resources, and Tim here is an example of, that being a place that you can go to and learn and continue to work on your craft. So in wrapping up, what can you let everybody know where they can find your music? And then if you have anything going on, this will be going on in the summer. So if you have anything going on in later summer, let the people know and where they can find you and maybe catch you live.
Sure. Yeah, I am Tim Reid Jr., and so that's TimReidJr.com. And also on the social things, it's TimReidJr on both Facebook and Instagram. And I think Twitter is the same too. And my music is on Spotify, and it's been around for a little while, but I've got new stuff coming out this summer, and hopefully it'll be close. There might be, by the time that this airs, there will be at least a single ready to go. And I'm performing live every Wednesday. And if you are a musician, please come Wednesday because it's the open jam at the Phoenix. I host that.
Ooh, okay.
And it's great, and we have a lot of fun. Please come on out. If you're not playing, if you're trying to get to know people, trying to get like a leg in, this is the way to do it. There are a lot of jam sessions in Kansas City. So if you're just sitting on your butt and you're saying, I don't know why, then like Google jam sessions in Kansas City. There's a lot of great ones. And I play other places too, but you can find it on my website.
I'm sure he'll keep everyone updated on his website, so check that out. And, just to mention again, there are a ton of great musicians in Kansas City. We've seen a lot of them on Crown Crafted, and I know now that Tim is saying that there's a jam session. Guys, check those things out. These are great resources to be out in the community and meeting other musicians and other, people in the creative community in Kansas City. Well, thank you so much, Tim, for taking some time with us and doing this interview. And we will get back to the second portion of the show. We hope you guys enjoy.
Thank you. This song is called Sunday Sigh. It was written when I lived in Chicago, which I was there between 2002 and 2010. These were in the early days when I lived on Chicago and Rush, and I was thinking about somebody who lived far away. Sunday sigh, I think I'll write a letter now. I'll focus on what we've been talking about. You and I could spend a single day in love. That's what this Sunday's got me thinking of. Will you fly despite the breezy wind above? Will you find helping hands to give a shove? We'll get by if all you do is think of me. But baby, you got to find some positivity. What if I decided to give up the chance to lose myself in a silly romance? I might die a foolish man who lives alone. Can I still call you on the telephone? Please remind me what it's like to see your face and feel the blood within begin to race. It's unkind to lock yourself inside my head where you belong with me here in this bed. Oh, I'd so much rather have you here instead. I'd so much rather have you here instead. I'd so much rather have you here instead. So that song was written, like I was saying, in probably around 03, 04. And it was a very exciting time of my life in Chicago. And I lived in what was then considered the Gold Coast. I don't know if they still use that term for that area, but it's right by the Water Tower and Michigan Avenue. And it's a pretty cool place to be. And the building that we lived in was, it was myself, and a guy I went to college with who is an opera singer, D. Todd Felker. What's happening? And this other guy I didn't know who was a chef, but then we all, so we had these crazy parties, and it was great. And we were all in our 20s in downtown Chicago. And man, I really like to remember those times. And I'm just kind of rambling now. It has nothing to do with the segue to the next song. A little bit. This song was written, I didn't still live in that neighborhood, but I was still in Chicago, and it's called Redefine Clean. And it's also on that album that there's like maybe 5 songs that I'm going to play today that are on this record that is accessible in all the places that you consume music. And for those of us who still have cars with CD players, I still actually am holding on to a number of CDs that I'd like to just kind of get rid of. So whenever you see me play out in Kansas City, ask me for a CD. I'll just give it to you. I'll just give it to you. You can buy me a beer maybe, but whatever. We'll figure that out. This is called Redefine Clean. In the city you can feel the street. The dirt can get to feel good at your feet. So you redefine clean. People here don't tell you who you are. When you need to hide out in a bar, you're a star in good company. You can be just who you are, only if you wanna be. In the city everyone gets lost. Either you are bossing or are bossed. You get tossed back in the pile with me. What a crooked paths we might cross when we love the city. Hey, look now, I am cool. Don't you think? I don't need no school. Just give me a pad and ink. All the trouble I find is fuel for the imaginative mind. The imaginative mind. the city you can feel the street. The dirt can get to feel good at your feet. So you redefine clean. All right. Take a little sip here. That what often happens, as I say a lot when I perform live, which I'm fortunate to be able to do a lot of in this city. One of the reasons I love being in Kansas City, but I get weepy sometimes, and it's really irritating to do that. But everyone's like, "Wow, that's great," and it does sometimes maybe make it more dramatic, but I don't like it. Except for this last the song I just played, I haven't played in a long time, and it really. I'm very grateful to be able to do what I get to do. Which, now that I don't have a band to worry about if they know what to play, I'm very relaxed. I can play whatever I want. Although it's pretty good. Blake is a pretty good bass player, and he was helping out because I've got a band that's kind of forming, and so my regular guy is in Colorado right now. We were just talking about Colorado. He's in there. He's there with I don't even know how many, but a large number of teenagers that he is responsible for making sure that they're safe. And so, Tygoon, miss you, buddy. I'm fortunate to get to play with a lot of good players too, which there are here in Kansas City, and that's pretty great. So this song is called "Smile Inside." And it was written near the end of my time in Chicago when I was in a band called 56 Hope Road. So I toured for 2 years. We kind of lived on the road except for a couple of periods of time. And so we were still based in Chicago, but I was homeless during those years. Like I put all my stuff in storage and at a friend's house that had extra room, and just lived in the vehicle for the musicians, and we traveled the country, and it was a blast. Kansas City was one of those markets, and I met and got to know a family here. There was a band called Brother Bagman, and we played with them a lot, and the drummer, his sister and I fell in love, and this is about her, and I'm gonna cry. Oh, I can get through this without crying. That's embarrassing. Okay. All right, I'll take a sip. I can't sleep, it's too bright. What am I to do with this daylight? I just wanna find my way back to your bed. You love me, I like it. There's no reason to be frightened. This time I just smile inside instead. I'm in the snow and you're in the sun. It's true I'm having just a little fun, but most of it's knowing I will see you again. I stare at the ceiling. What could I be possibly feeling? Who said this was allowed to happen to me? I feel no seclusion. No doubt this is not an illusion. I thought love would be so much harder to see. How I am longing, not know where I end and where you begin. Till then I smile 'cause you make me happy. can't sleep, it's too bright. What am I to do with this daylight? I just wanna find my way back to your bed. You love me, I like it. There's no reason to be frightened this time. I just smile inside instead. I smile inside instead. Smile inside instead. I smile inside instead. I smile inside instead. All right. As it turns out, a lot of the songs that I write have there's a romantic theme around there somewhere. Yeah, I'm like, there's some songs. Well, the City one, but that's a romance too. Everything that I do, there's some sort of sentimental thing. I guess that's just poetry. That's art, isn't it? We could just go ahead and say that that's art. And this song's about Katie, and it's called Katie. Also in Chicago, that time period. Before the one I just sang about. I'm just gonna keep playing, it's alright. Katie, where are you? Lately, I think I want you. Will you stay till we see the sun? I won't say a word to anyone. Oh. Katie, you look good. Maybe I think we both should head inside, but I see your doubt. You can hide. I'll stay out. Katie, I'm feeling fine, but it's fading, so I'll have some more wine. Are you sure you will be okay? I'll endure one more day. I'm having a very good time. I hope that you are also. Yeah, this is a blast. I want to thank, I'll thank, maybe again, but the people who allow this to happen. 1KC Radio, like it's super cool what what they're doing, and I'm really honored to be a part of it. And Mid-Continent Library, which is where I am. That's where we are, and they're allowing this to happen in their space, and so that's pretty great. And I actually have an appreciation for the fact that there's a library big enough that I was on like the totally wrong side of the whole building when I got here, and I've never been specifically in this place. I've been in Independence many times, but like I've never been here, and so I felt because I pulled into a parking lot that didn't have any people in it, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is the middle of a day in a space that's supposed to be a library, and there's nobody here. So that concerned me, and it's the way that it is. It's like, I mean, most people probably would have figured this out sooner than I did, but the building is bigger, like it goes around to a different whole thing. And so I thought, like, oh man. Anyway, it's a big library, which means that there's a lot of people here. And it's a good segue back to Chicago, because I was in Chicago from when I was 22 till when I was 30. Where I turned 30 just after moving from out of Chicago. So it was my 20s basically. And I had a really great, like a full life. So a good portion of that, I was working downtown during the day for a corporation and kind of running up that ladder. But I knew that I was a musician, and so I worked downtown, which is close to the Harold Washington Library, which is the big library downtown Chicago on State Street. And on the 8th floor of the Harold Washington Library, they have practice rooms that anybody can go into and just walk in, and they have pianos in these practice rooms. And I would go there. I would literally run during my lunch hour. I would, and I felt kind of proud about it or something. But I would run from like the 8 blocks from Jackson and Wacker, which is where I worked, to it couldn't have been 8 blocks, but it might have. I mean, it was. I had to run, or I felt like I had to run. And then I would get my lunch on the way back, and I thought nobody ever gave me a hard time that I would like be eating lunch after being gone for usually like an hour and 15 minutes. You know, like it wasn't like I kind of pushed that a little bit. Anyway, that's what I would do every day to like remind myself that like what I was really there to do. And here's the crying thing where it becomes like I've got to, stop. And anyway, here's a song that I wrote near the end of my time in Chicago. I think I like it here with you. I know that you like it too. We have such life before our eyes. I wish I could memorize the way you feel right now. The way the air smells, the leaves are lush and green, and winter seems a distant dream. If I could stop time now, I know I wouldn't. I just hope I can rely on my memory. I can't think where I was before, so I don't think much anymore. Living is life enough right here, as long as I can manage the fear about us getting where I know we're going. When nothing's ever clear, will we be here another year? What does time matter now? Outside of ego, I just hope I can rely on I think I like it here with you. I hope that you will like it too. I think I got time for one more, and yeah, I just want to again thank the people that made this possible. This is cool, and it's the perfect time and the perfect day in my schedule that I don't have a gig after this, but I didn't have an empty Saturday. Having Saturdays are important to make money in this industry. So I'm really grateful to be here because I can just kind of hang out and relax after this. And it's a beautiful day today. Okay, we're gonna play a song that this is a song that I used to play with the band 56 Hope Road. That was based out of Chicago, and I was with that band from 2006 to 08. So 06 to 08, and this is a song that was on the record that we recorded while I was with them. The record's called Law of Attraction, and the song's called Too Tall. Seeing Miss E and Bindu was such a trip. Years can disappear at the blink of an eye. I saw you and I had to take one more sip. One look at you and I had to say my oh my. Time slips by, but Alpa, don't you go and grow up too much. I remember when we were just kids cutting class. No, Alpa, don't you go and grow up too much. I'm still sneaking beers while nobody is looking, while your family is telling you it's time to start cooking. Well, all right. Okay. You're just a kid to me. I won't see you any other way. I must admit that I have changed just a bit, and yet I bet that I haven't changed at all. Well, I don't like seeing how your wedding ring fits, but I'm just happy I can still see you at all. You're getting so tall, but Alpa, don't you go and grow up too much. I remember when we were just kids cutting class. No, Alpa, don't you go and grow up too much. I'm still sneaking beers while nobody is looking, while your family is telling you it's time to start cooking. All right. okay. You're just a kid to me, I won't see you any other way. Missy and Bindu seem to have it all right. Everyone is getting where they wanted to be. But I'm trying to figure where I'm going tonight. I'm trying to look at everything I can see. I'm afraid I'm too free. But don't you grow up too much, and I remember when we were just kids cutting class. No, Alpa, don't you go and grow up too much. I'm still sneaking beers while nobody is looking, while your family is telling you it's time to start cooking. All right, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay, all right, all right.
All right, thank you so much for tuning in to Crown Crafted. Again, this is a show that is produced by One Kansas City Radio in partnership and sponsorship with the Mid-Continent Public Library. Thank you so much to Tim Reid Jr. and to Blake for being here with us, and we hope to see you at the next one.